Jeremy Clarkson recently sat down for an interview with the Zoe Ball Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2, where he gushed about the mishap of buying a tractor disc that had subsequently left him with a defective tractor. The 61-year-old revealed how he was forced to call his Clarkson's Farm co-star Kaleb Cooper to help him move the vehicle, but the situation was much more complex than he expected. "Weirdly, I bought a piece of equipment, it's called a disc, apparently, I've learned," he told the radio morning show. "It was too heavy, really, so every time you lifted it up, the front wheels of my tractor went into the air, and then it got stuck, so you couldn't get the wheels back down. So I had to call Kaleb, and I put him in the box in the front to add weight to it, and the only way I could drive the tractor was by having Kaleb as a sort of bonnet ornament like the flying lady on the Rolls-Royce." The Doncaster native mentioned how he had a beer tasting session lined up shortly after the incident occurred. But instead of finding another vehicle to drive, he had Kaleb sitting on the bonnet as they headed to his brewery. After tasting his beer all afternoon, Jeremy joked that driving the tractor made for an even more amazing spectacle. He concluded, "It was a fun way of passing the time, I must say." When asked whether the incident had been filmed for the upcoming second series of Clarkson's Farm, Jeremy replied with a simple no. Though the camera crew had been filming with Jeremy and Kaleb twice a week this past month, it just so happened that the pair had a day off from production on this particular occasion. Meanwhile, the former Top Gear star, who recently won a prize at the British Farming Awards for his Amazon Prime Video show, made headlines earlier this week after claiming he'd been snubbed from ever getting his hands on a BAFTA. Despite having fronted several major TV shows over the years, including The Grand Tour and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Jeremy is confident that the reason he's been overlooked is because of his friendship with former Prime Minister David Cameron. He told The Guardian, "I've done some BY good shows over the years, a good one on Brunel and some military documentaries." Jeremy continued, "You'd think the BAFTA committee might think, we should at least nominate him. Drag him to London to disappoint him." But as soon as the newspapers say, Jeremy Clarkson, friend of David Cameron, that's it, us not having a BAFTA. While he has yet to earn a BAFTA, the father of three can still be proud of the many other prestigious awards he's won over the years. In 2019, for example, he was awarded a prize at the International Motor Film Award for the Grand Tour's Motown Funk episode. Clarkson's Farm began production on Season 2 earlier this month, just months after Amazon Prime Video announced its return in a statement given back in July. In October, he scooped up an accolade at the British Farming Awards, where he had dedicated his win to Kaleb, who he deems as the star of Clarkson's Farm. Jeremy expressed, "Kaleb, I couldn't have done this without you. You are the star of the show, apart from Gerald, but what was great, and I'm sure everyone in the room would say the same thing, every farm has a Gerald, every farm has a Charlie, every farm has a Kevin, every farm has an Ellen, every farm has a landowner, and every farm has a Kaleb." The show is slated for a release sometime in early 2022.